Okay, there we go. I got it. Just want to make sure that the rest of the mics, boom, boom, boom. There's no camera that is also using a mic. Okay, one more. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. Looks like I got it. This is a very professional show here. It's already on auto. Cool. Works for me. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dave's Arcade. Oops. All right. Happy Saturday. I don't know why that's not already in the drain. Sorry I didn't stream on Friday. Usually that's what we do. But unforeseen circumstances with mainly my shoulder, ended up getting injured on Thursday? No. Started on Wednesday, very painful Thursday, and so I didn't end up doing any streaming on Friday. But anyway, it's feeling a lot better now, but it was very painful on Thursday. So I figured I'd pick up where we left off on the early Sterns. I know I did a little bit of Meteor. Since the rig was already here, I figured I'd start out with that. Then I can move over to Ali. And then if there's enough time, I'm going to move to a new game that I haven't seen yet. So, pretty excited about that. But anyway, let's kick it off. If anybody watching the stream has any issues with the sound or video, just shoot me a message in chat and I'll try to fix it. Alright. Well, that's good. It's actually working. This is Meteor 2021. It is an Arduino code made by Dick Hamill, and it is absolutely fantastic. I covered a little bit of this last week, but I'll just rehash it for those that don't know what it is. Essentially, it is the entire code rewritten, and it's ran by an Arduino system. Essentially, it plugs into the top connector on the original MPU, or you can use an Alltech board. And then there's a wave trigger board that's handling all the sounds. And that wave trigger has a jumper that goes over to the original soundboard that connects into your cabinet speaker. So, pretty simple to set up. I actually bought the kit from Troxel Repair. It's there's a website there that I'm not sure if he's still selling those. There's another dude on Pinside that's selling them by the name of Roy G. Biv, and really cool way. I actually did install a toggle switch on this on the outside of the cabinet, so I can flip-flop between the original code and the custom code. But anyway, so this game is all about, so you actually have a skill shot now, you have ball save, and there's a few different modes on here that you'll be playing through. That was a perfect skill shot. I hit all the rollovers. So your main mode is hitting the meteor targets up top. Once you do that, it starts like a meteor shower, in which you have to arm the rockets and shoot the meteors, which is really cool. You also have different like regular play modes. That wasn't the best example of the first game, but regular play modes are so you have like a spinner countdown. So it's counting down from 100. Once you get it all the way to 0, it's like a spinner frenzy mode for a bunch of points. The other that I know of is hitting down the 1, 2, 3 targets and getting all the way up to the top. Starts another mode, but otherwise it's all about hitting the meteor targets and destroying meteors. Oh, neat. Look at that. Ball save. There. So I spotted the last one, so it's scanning now. There you go. So it wants me to shoot Sector 2 to arm a rocket. Only missed. Not enough oomph to get over. It's alright. There. Back to the mode.
Meteors detected in sectors 2 and 3.
Alright, here we go. Hit him. Oh. What? It's gonna be in like on all of them.
Meteors detected in sectors 1 and 3.
Alright. So you can fire the rocket by just completing the drop target bank, or you can hit the center target, and that will fire it. There's the rocket 1. No! Not the best example of the... I'll try harder the next one, but you kind of get the idea. Hit the meteor targets down, it's going to start the meteor shower, then you need to arm the rocket, shoot the rocket, and then once you... I think once you finish that, you have to blow up the Morpheus, which is the name of the giant meteor in the middle of the back glass. That's what all those rockets are going towards. And then it's going to control the drop targets that you need to hit down in order to blow it up. If you don't hit them down in the amount of time that it wants, it's going to fragment, and then you got to hit down more drop targets in order to get all the little fragments. So that's basically the gist of it.
Meteor hit.
2 meters.
Meteor hit.
1 meteor remaining.
Meteor hit.
Oh no! I just hit it. It's okay. Plenty of time.
Obvious incoming. We've targeted the meteor. Only the lid shot to avoid
Alright, here's the... It's gonna pop up 2 targets. Should drain here. Go through there. Got it. No! Then drain right away. Awesome. Sweet, I'm still on ball 2.
More meteors detected. Meteor hit.
3 meteor remaining.
Rocket meteor detected in Sector 1.
Rocket 1
Should have hit him all.
meteors
Ooh.
remaining.
No!
Detected.
One more ball. What's nice about this code is, even though I have 6-digit displays, once I roll it, it will scroll the score.
Still shot.
Oh! Hey, but hey, I rolled it. You'll be able to see that it'll scroll. Two 6. Oh, but it doesn't scroll the... Oh, yeah, it does. Never mind. Okay. 106. Ooh. short game. Oh. Well, I'm gonna put you on the waiting screen for 1 second. Gotta take a quick bio break. Be right back. All right. Let's try that again. Ooh, nice sweep. What I love about this game, the geometry is really cool. There's a reason why Meteor sold so well. It's just quite addictive. Shots are fun. It's a simple layout, but it's obviously all about drop targets and spinner. Original code is, oops, good thing there's a ball save. Original code, you do kind of a very limited set of rules. Essentially, for the original code, you're just hitting down the meteor targets to load up your spinner and then try to rip that as much as possible to get your score up. That's at least the tournament strategy. Alright, one more and then I'll move to the next game.
Space. Timeless. Infinite. Eternal. For countless millennia, the stars and planets traveled their silent paths in perfect harmony.
Unfortunately for that ladder, you have to get it all in one ball to complete that mode. I think the spinner is the same way. Pinball, what's going on? Congrats again on the new Gladiators. Is it in pretty good shape? As I said, I've had a Gladiators for a very, very long time. There's a reason why that game has stayed in my collection for that. Must be going on 10 years now. I just absolutely love the music, the shots. It's just a killer game. Nobody really even knows about it. Nobody talks about it. But it is a really, really awesome game. It just doesn't get any love.
Incoming. We've targeted the media. Shoot only those electrons to avoid fragmentation.
Oh! No! That's awesome. So everything's fully working? Not a project? Always nice when you can just get a game and it's ready to go. All you have to do is plug it in and play it. Alright. Let's get this prepped. Move over to the next game. Hopefully I don't screw this up. Computer. It's not like fully mobile, but it gets the job done. Oh no. Get it. Scooch back, speaker. Alright, there we go. Hey, not terrible. Look at that. Line up a few things here. that real quick. Okay. All right, Ali. This is the last turn, at least, of all the working games that I have. No, I'm sorry. You're right. I did not play Sea Witch and Stargazer last time. So, or did we? I don't think we did get to Sea Witch, Stargazer. Anyway, focus. So, Ali. DMD is missing lines, has William style legs, wrong drop target. Okay, yeah, that's not terrible. Awesome. Flippers are strong, plays well, not the end of the world. So, one thing I can say, the color DMD is not worth it for that game. So I would not waste your money on that. There's not a whole lot of animations with that game. I stuck a color DMD in there just because I had one, but I'm actually going to pull it out, put it in something else. Because there's like 5 animations on that whole game. What else? Oh, the other stuff is just replace that drop target. I don't know. I printed out my own decals for the drop target, but I mean, it's up to you. You can go to Pinball Resource if you want to. But anyway, back to Ali. So this game also has custom code. It is not Arduino code. It is new ROMs that go into, technically they can go into the original board. But it was way easier for me to just get some get the Weebly board, because the custom code was already on there and I didn't have to mess with burning new ROMs and all that stuff. So what I can tell you is there's a few different things. You'll notice that this has 7-digit displays on it. Normally it's 6-digit, and the only way that you can get support for 7-digit is the code has to support it. And so therefore that's why I installed this code. So the extra features are, and I put, there's lights that you can add. I had to like wire these up too. So your spinner now has a reason to go for it. So you'll get 2x flashing light for the spinner. So normally it's 2,000 a spin, and when it's lit, so it'll be 4,000 a spin. And then you also have your normal progression of that, so it's still very lucrative to go for the 3 drop targets up top, because that increases your multiplier, so 2, 3, 4, and 5x. So that's what all the tournament players typically go for. There is a combo shot that the new code has. So I believe it's you go around the spinner, and then there's like a certain amount of time, and then this new added light will flash, and you can get into the saucer here and get your hurry up score. Otherwise the saucer works the same as it did before. Yeah, it's just spinner to saucer combo. You now have a skill shot on this game. So when I start it up, you'll see the roving lights, and that can be some nice extra points there that didn't exist before. Let me think here. What else is added? I think that's about it for the added stuff. So anyway, oh, and then there's a bell. There we go. Look at that. So it's basically you can repurpose your knocker if you want to. I actually got a bell from my friend Mark, and I had an extra coil, and just populated that bell assembly that came from an electrical mechanical game, mounted that thing on the sidewall, ran the wires down, and boom, now I got a boxing bell. Got the 4X. This game is just, it's not one that you see very often. When I had the opportunity to pick it up, I snapped it up as fast as I could. This one came from Peoria, Illinois, from a single game owner that was not a pinball collector. It was a project sitting in somebody's garage, completely dead, needed lots of work. Those are sometimes the best deals. Not always. You could end up with a major project that takes tons of money and time. I know, my bottom pop bumper's light is out. Nice hop over the lane there. That's actually my second one from Comet. It's been going out on me. I don't know why. It's frustrating. Oh! I thought that was coming over further. Didn't even get to hit it. That was mean. this to Midwest Gaming Classic for the tournament this past year, and it worked really well. I think people really liked it. Took this in RoboCop actually, just because they are tough games, and in tournaments that's what you want. You want something that's quick, but it's also fun to play and nice equalizer for people. I did not play well on this game at all, even though I played a ton of it prior to the tournament. But that's kind of how it goes. What you've been seeing, you get a bad bounce out of pops and you don't get a hold of it, and there you go. You're all of a sudden, like one ball can turn really well or just terrible. So I need to get better at capturing and recovery. No! No skill shots yet. Look at that, I got an extra ball. Scored greatest a couple of times. 3 times. See, I need to get more drop targets in order to spell, in order to get it to count multiple times. Whoa! Alright. Is Ollie the most unforgiving early stern? It's pretty mean. I think it's probably right up there with Stars. Stars is real painful. But for that reason, I really like it. Oof. Man. Yeah, Stars is just known for like in your face. This one's, I would say, just as fast or maybe a little bit faster than Stars. It really depends on how people set it up, but that's my skill shot when I go around that. Oh, it didn't register. It's too slow. You gotta hit the spinner just a little, one hit, and then it'll give you that. I knew that was coming. It'll give you that combo shot, spinner to saucer combo. Stern only used these the top saucers up top, the lane saucers, only one other time. It was on another Harry Williams game, Wildfire, but you never saw it again. Only other time I've seen the top lanes as saucers was Incredible Spider-Man. I had 2 at one time. Not a great game. Awesome art. Really cool art. No! As soon as I spelled it, down the drain. Oh, too early. Could have got that skill or the combo shot. Oh, it's probably one of my best balls. Crushed it on that one. Come on. No, too early. Oh, out lane. So, I actually, the game I picked up where I hurt my shoulder, I could have gotten an Elvis, and I know that you like Elvis, but Elvis just, it doesn't speak to me as much, I'm aware that it's a good game. It just doesn't speak to me as much as maybe it should, just because it's a Steve Ritchie game. It's going to flow well, and maybe there's still opportunity to get it later. Just, you know, the guy wanted he wanted a working game. And his wife didn't care which game he got. So I picked up Pirates of the Caribbean, the Stern, which is in super duper nice condition. And then I picked up Jurassic Park Data East, which is in super not good condition, which I promptly turned over to Daryl, who's currently fixing it up, because he really, really wanted that game, and so it all worked out. I got to help out a friend, and I got a game that I was interested in. So, like I said, it's the Elvis is still there. I'm sure I could scoop it up. I think maybe just give them like a few months. Maybe they'll just be like, we don't even play it either. So, you know, I might end up scooping that up from them eventually later when they're tired of it. it's a really funny situation where it came about because I did a repair there, and I repaired both the Elvis and the Pirates. I did not repair the Jurassic Park because it was not cost effective to do so. And I try to be honest with everybody that I do repairs for, like what makes the most sense, what do you want to do, and understand their motivations before I start digging in and like charging them a bunch of money. So the Jurassic Park, as Daryl's digging into it more, and I saw when I opened it up prior, it had lots of hack work on it, needed board repair, all kinds of stuff. As we dig into it deeper, it's a re-import. It's still wired for 220, we believe. Daryl needs to look at what the transformer is wired to, but it's just, I knew just even surface looking at it that it was way too much work for something like for a short house call. So I just advised them that, what do you want to do with this? Is if your heart's set on having this Jurassic Park, you might be better off just selling it as it is, taking the money and sinking, adding money to that to get a nicer Jurassic Park that's already working, because you're going to spend way too much money on this, not fantastic condition one. The story would be different if, for example, if you know how to work on machines and you're not spending money on the labor. So that's part of that conversation I have to have with everybody. But anyway, the Pirates and the Elvis were and are very nice condition. They bought them, or at least their dad bought them brand new, and so I essentially got a brand spanking new Pirates of the Caribbean, which I'm super excited about. Oh, because I didn't take the... That's okay. Maybe I'll get it. It's alright. Pirates is fun. It is... So I haven't had a whole lot of time on it. It is a lot of stop and go, because it does not have return ramps like Steve Ritchie games. It is a Dennis Nordman game. So he had very different ends of the spectrum, but the code on that is quite deep for the era, which is, part of why I like it. It's just fun. It's very similar to early solid state, like this. You need to shoot your shots, but then you need to catch the ball, recover, and be ready for your next shot. So it's not Steve Ritchie games are all very much, well, I wouldn't say all, but the modern ones anyway. If you can shoot your shots, it's going to return to a flipper that you can then set up to shoot another shot, and you can kind of keep the flow going. That's why he's, the king of flow, right? But Dennis Nordman was not that. He was the king of weird, funky ramps, and just he liked to do different things that were a little bit out there, which is part of why I like Dennis. I consider him a friend, and I think he really did some really neat stuff. I think a lot of his games are beloved. I think his biggest flow monster is probably Demo Man. So he is capable of doing flow games, but I think he's just always kind of pushing the envelope with being innovative and trying to change things up. So anyway, so let me do one more on this one, and then I think what I'll do is I'll end the stream just so I can, because I have to move further to get over to Pirates. Unless you want me to do, I got Sea Witch and Stargazer yet, so that would be closer, and I could do Pirates another time. But I don't know. What are your thoughts? Tilton. Tilton. Is Elvis standard or gold? What makes it gold? I don't know. Is it just the trim? I don't recall. Is it like the hardware? The lockdown bar and stuff like that? Legs? Are those gold if that's the gold edition? If that's the case, I don't think so. I think it was probably standard. Trim and certificate, okay. Yeah, okay, then it's probably standard then. I don't remember it having gold trim. sure. Yeah, you're right. It probably plays exactly the same. Look at that! I got the combo. Woo wee! Green Bay Classics? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Oh. It showed up when I started kicking butt. This game is not easy to... This game usually kicks your butt. No, just like that. It's alright. Get a hold of it. If you can, like, take off with one ball, do it. That's what you want. Keep getting those drop target banks down, cashing in on the greatest, get your multipliers up. That's all you got to do in this game. But it makes for a fun game. Like I was saying, you know, it's about hitting the drop targets, reset, collect yourself, make the next shot, and that's pretty much a lot of early solid state. You got to recover. All right. I guess I'm moving over to Sea Witch, right? Was that the consensus? I need to turn it on. Otherwise, I need to... That's not what people wanted. I'll move over to Pirates. Speak now. Here we go. Sea Witch. Woohoo! So, you might appreciate this Green Bay Classics. So, I know that Tom just kind of moved, or he did move out of District 82 for his permanent spot, and he had a fantastic mobile rig. This is a fantastic jerry rig here. It's not exactly 100% mobile, but it does the job. Did it come unplugged? Kinda. Okay. It did. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Didn't even lose signal. Alright. Let's see. Challenge used the new pin term haggis out. Nice. Oh, well. Haggis, I mean, you know, we kind of had to foresee that there were some issues going on. But that's unfortunately how the new manufacturers kind of play out. You know, it really makes you weary, right? I thought I had very similar vibes with, or not vibes, but there are good people involved. No doubt about that, but you know, we've been burned too many times with brand new pinball companies, and I want them to succeed. Barrels of Fun is new on the scene, and they came out with a great first game with Labyrinth, and it's, you know, a heck of a nicer start than what Haggis had. And they have some good people working on the projects. It seems like they're doing a lot of good things. They're in the US, which is also awesome. They're not in Chicago, but I don't think that really matters so much. You know, at least they're not contending with international shipping. But it's too many times we have seen brand new startup pinball companies, and it's like they come out with a game, or their failure to launch. Some that they didn't even mention, like what was the one in Florida that had the Cosmic Carnival game that Dirty Donnie made? No one mentioned that as a failure. There's heck, I would even say the Canadian company that did Punny Factory. You know, I don't think they took a bunch of money from people. And then there's another like startup that tried to do Mafia that ran on some P3, or not P3, Raspberry Pis. So there's been several people that have started up. They tried to start up, didn't work out, and I think where Haggis hurts is because, you know, they came out with their Celts game, and then, you know, they had a contract with Planetary Pinball to make these remakes, and people are excited about that and hopeful, and so the real shitty part is that they you know, they're using money from the next game to build the previous game, and it's not working out. So I don't know. It's I feel like Jersey Jack was probably a similar scenario. They had to get angel investors in there too. That's why it's not the same owners as it was, when Jack Guarneri started up. He's just kind of like a, peripheral, spokesperson for the company. He doesn't own it anymore. So it's you gotta get an influx of money, and you gotta, like, you're not gonna start up and start making profit right away. That's not how businesses tend to work. C&K, what's going on? Suncoast, that's right. Sorry, I wasn't keeping up. Let me go back. Pre-orders beware, that's right. Labyrinth is actually very fun. Yes, it is. Worth $1 to play. Mafia, what happened to that? I have no idea what happened to the Mafia people. I want to say that they were also in Florida, but it was just really, really basic game, very reminiscent of the what's that other dude that's also Australian but trying to home pin? Yeah, very reminiscent of that. Just why? What are you doing? No, just make your reproduction parts, which they are available at Pinball Life. I'm sure they're just fine, but why are you doing that? Why are you you got a Blues Brothers that has nothing in it, and I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. He's in his own world. Dick Hamill made it work? Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Seriously, with Fathom, okay. If you, well, alright, they have thicker play fields. So maybe their mechs aren't gonna work unless it's with a Haggis play field. But couldn't you just put a freaking Arduino code and take that play field, which should be identical to the original, right? And then put the new code on there? Couldn't you do that? There are cabinets. You can go to Easy Pinball, get a early Stern cabinet, paint it up, put the playfield in. There's already reproduction playfields out there. Why don't you just do that? Why did you have to do fast boards and all this other bullshit? Why? The stuff's already there. Why reinvent the wheel? Why did you have to make playfields like that? It doesn't make any sense. If you made it harder. You made it harder. Don't do that. I would say the same thing for Pinball Brothers, and Pedretti. Why? Don't reinvent the wheel with the freaking flipper mech or any of the mechs. Just get what's off the shelf. It works. Ugh.
Can you survive battle with Mars?
I know Dick. Oh, Dick did new code for Silverball Mania, which I could try, but I'm not sure I want to. Okay. Yeah, I know. I installed the Dick Hamill code on Stars that he did, Ryan Stars. It's super fantastic. I like it. I played the Trident. I played obviously Meteor, which we just did. Big Game. I have a Lightning that I need to fix up, get to a working state in order to even try the new code that he did for that. So yeah, I mean, there's some. It seemed like he was getting some traction, but it might have. I think it's lost some steam, and I think, I feel like there's really, really good potential with, you know, there's lots of programmers out there that I think are excited about or want to try making their own programming. In fact, a friend of mine, he also streams Full Tilt Pinball. He's been working on a custom code for Electra, which is really neat. That one's got the tri-play field, so there's like one underneath, and then like a sort of upper level, which I think he was also using the Arduino system. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately they're pet projects and the programmers don't really make anything, like, but you know, if you want to kind of get your name out there and, you know, start to get some recognition, I feel like, how do you break into the pinball industry as a programmer? You got to show proof of concept rather than like starting from scratch and make your own homebrew, like whole new layout and all that stuff. Like, you can just take an existing game and put some new code on it and like show in that way. We can do a multimorphic route, take a existing module, create some code for it, get some recognition that way. So it depends on how you want to go about it. Maybe even team up with some of the homebrew community, try to get in on a project early on, but who knows? I don't know. Do what you want. It's all for fun. Clear coat. Oh yes. Instead of what Haggis did with the whatever the basically a hard top thing. I don't know. That what they were doing is basically the same as what Ender did for many years. All of Ender, this is a Spanish company. They had the plexi playfields over the, so it was exactly the same thing. It was like a reverse printed plexi. Neo had several of those. It still does. So I need to get back over there and stream again. He's always got weird. He loves to collect weird and rare stuff, just like I do. Haven't been over there in a little while. We're starting up a league soon. Neo runs it, so. Have yet to stream his Cosmic Gunfight, and I think he has a Stern Iron Maiden, which would be fun to stream. It's not the funnest game in the world, but it's unique. Tilted it. Is it, how do you say that? P4 rag something. Ragnoff? Yeah. Played 2000. Yeah, I the last stream I did Gamatron. The Gamatron was the first one we streamed. Identical sounds, identical rules, just standard body instead of wide body. That's the reason that I sold Flight 2000, is because I knew that I had that game. So as soon as I got that game to a working state, because I needed Flight 2000 as a reference, that's the reason why. I didn't need two games that were essentially the exact same. Looks like I need to go through and fix some light sockets on this, though. No! That X was barely lit. See, it's blinking. Early Stern had shitty lamp sockets. Not the worst, but they were still very shitty. I would say Sonic games are probably the worst lamp sockets ever. Early Stern are pretty close. Oh, that was lucky. Oh! Terrible. By the way, the name is Paragon. Oh! I get ya. Paragon. Oh, Paragon fan. Got it. The 4 is an A. Okay. I'm slow. I get it now. Shut off Meteor. It's one bug that Dick Hamill has also in Big Game. Like, it'll just start a game randomly by itself. I don't think it's on every. Not gonna reach from that one.
You cannot change its course.
There we go. We got it. No! Mean. Hey, not a terrible game. Skill shot is over there. This it's too hard to get. It's not. Honestly, I don't think it's a skill shot, but it's like, I don't think it's intended to be that. Good thing I know which order the X is. It always goes middle, left, and then top. But you should get that fixed. Woo! Ooh, look at that! Alright, back to the middle. Alright, to the left. No! Galaxy. Yeah, that's one that I don't own yet. I have a Galaxy back glass hanging in my stairwell. I don't think I've ever actually bought one. I've fixed a few of them for people. I don't dislike Galaxy. It's sort of an, I think it's an earlier MTU 200, so the rules are maybe a little less complex, I want to say, from what I remember. Maybe I'm wrong on that. There's that X. Got it. Now I'm back to the middle again. I got all my loop-de-doops. They're all ready. I got one more star to go up top, but my loops are lit. Loops are lit. Oh no! Again, not a terrible game. A little less than my first one. I'm okay. I'm doing it. Doing the things. Look at that. Wow. Get up there. It's the top one. The X is supposed to be lit. I think. No, wait. I'm sorry. It's this one. My fault, I got dodgy lamp sockets. Look at that. Wow. Got it mid. Just stopped it. There we go. Come on, help me out, Pop Bumper. Let's go. Oh! fix that flipper hop. This thing's falling apart. This is an earlier restoration than I did many years ago. Oof. So what games do I have for early Stern? So the ones that are here, that are in the lineup: Gamatron, 9-Ball, Quicksilver, Sea Witch, Stargazer, Meteor, and Ali. The ones that are projects are Lightning and Catacomb. Yeah, Lightning and Catacomb. There we go. It's working now. Alright, one more and then I'll move over to Stargazer. Yeah, this is sort of like early Stern Electronic Alley. It's sort of a hodgepodge behind me. Because I got RoboCop and some Gottlieb Bally mixed in. So, but like the early Sterns are kind of taking over. Quicksilver and 9-Ball. Well, I did those last time. They're fun games for sure. There's the X. Look at that. Had to like twist the socket a little bit. It's not 100% fixed. You gotta get in there, freaking solder that thing. So I think that's what I need to do, is just go through and get them all done, including the GI. Look at that. Looped it. Got my loop slit. That's where things start taking off. Look at that. Doing things. There's that extra ball. No! Alright, I'll take it. The extra ball light is shitty too. Come on, you. There we go. There we go. Just gotta solder them all. I'm telling you, they're shit. Better than my other balls. A one ball. All the other balls. Oh no! Just like that, I'm on ball 3. Hey, all right. Got 2 million at least. All right. I need to go grab. Where's my stand? I gotta grab the computer stand. One moment. All right. Move this over carefully. All right. We need to go over there. Okay. Make sure that's focused.
Can you survive battle with Mars?
Okay. Stargazer. So, move this over. All right, this is actually the second Stargazer I've ever owned. The first one I had was completely original when I got it, and then I did a playfield swap on it. And it's super nice. But prior to getting that original Stargazer, I was in the process already of gathering all the parts to make a Stargazer from scratch. And so that is this game that you see here. Basically, I got a donor cabinet, painted it up. It was originally a it was gonna be well, anyway, it was originally a Meteor cabinet. I still have the Meteor playfield. They made a ton of those, and at the time, they weren't very expensive. I probably should have tried to get something like, you know, lesser sought after, but at the time, Meteor was less sought after. Anyway, so populated everything, needed a whole new wiring harness, all that stuff, and then whole new back box, lamp board, back glass, all that stuff. So yeah, this is basically a brand new game that has never left my house. So makes it real fun to have a pristine classic. Yeah, very much like how Haggis was trying to sell stuff. But the only way that you get these is you either have to make it, or you have to like pay high-end pins or something to put one together for you. So that does happen occasionally. See the 1,000 points there. On early Sterns, when they reset, sometimes they reset really fast and they can slip off the ledge and fall back down. So the way that I explain it to people at tournaments is what it is. It can happen for everybody. It's not a whole lot of points. Get over it. Looks like I got a couple GI lamps. This whole string here is not very bright. I need to fix these two, those two, and like
Thanks for the raid.
two over there. TurboGrafx 7, thank you for the raid. What's going on, Ryan? What the heck were you playing? I didn't even see. You were playing Stars, weren't you? Oh, they came back. Oh, now they're out. Now they're back. Now they're out. And thank you for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Yeah, it seems it's just probably a cold solder joint that I need to see there. I think they're just about out. Catch the ball here. No, maybe not. So, not Stars. Let me turn this down a little bit. Can't remember which way is down. Oh, just a hair is like a lot. I'm barely touching it. Okay. Wow. Very sensitive. Torpedo Alley. Awesome. Yeah. So, those that don't know, Ryan has streamed with me for many years. And he recently picked up Torpedo Alley. Very cool game. David Thiel sound. And, don't tell me, Ryan. It's, Claude Fernandez layout. Very cool, unique layout. Made a lot a lot of games that I really like. So wow, that is terrible. He did Flash Gordon and Skateball, Secret Service. I think he was working with. I want to say he was working with Deep Root, but nothing ever came of that. I have no idea what he's doing now. Probably nothing. Nothing in pinball anyway. Probably just doing a regular job like the rest of us schmoes. That's alright. Come on, get out of there. Well, seems like another thing I have to fix. Whack. So that issue is when the ball kicks from the drain to the shooter lane, it kicks it real hard, and then sometimes it bounces back into the trough, and it's an early trough, so it's really just a ramp. So all I need to do is really like increase the pitch of that ramp so that it will naturally just fall into the shooter lane if it does feed back up in there. Is it Tonda Gross? Tonda Grossa. What's up? Thanks for joining. Just playing Stargazer poorly. Just tilted. Terrible. What's neat about this one, so this is still a Meteor apron on here. It's not supposed to be orange like this. And it still has the sticker on here. It's the Pinball Warehouse. Action, music, and games in Fridley, Minnesota. So that is one of the first places that I went to and bought some of my first games, and I just thought that was kind of neat, so I left that sticker on the apron because it's a little sentimental to me. That's where I picked up Scared Stiff and Metallica and I think a couple other games. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, they were sort of the go-to retail place where you could go and get used games. They didn't really deal too much in like brand new and box stuff. That was more like distributors. But yeah, they ended up getting all kinds of games from like when distributors closed up shop, and I remember they just had a stockpile of like they always had Pirates of the Caribbean, they always had Simpsons Pinball Party, because like when Chuck E. Cheese's closed down, they got a lot of those that from those store closings, and so yeah, so that was kind of neat. It always had a stockpile of stuff that they would just keep pulling out of inventory. They'd fix them up, and just sell them. So yep, still have those games. Yeah, it looks like it's just a connection issue. Like my strobing GI on the left. I'm sure it's just a shitty solder job I did. Ooh, right down the middle. Any bites on Mars? Not that I've got any message for. I basically just listed it for the price I paid for it, plus the $300 some I had to spend on the new playfield glass. People don't realize that if it's not standard size, custom tempered glass is not cheap. So it's basically like the cost of, so like a sheet of magic or voodoo glass, or the invisible glass is like $300. So, but you know, if you got standard glass, you can go to like Pinball Life and get, you know, a standard body sheet and a wide body sheet for like, I want to say it's $25 or $30 a sheet or something like that. So not terrible. Not $300. Oof. Well, very reason why I'm sure the guy that I bought it from did not change out the glass, because that's a lot of money to throw at the game for, you know, just to get rid of some scratches. Although it's pretty terrible how many scratches were on this thing. So I definitely needed it. Ooh, mean. Holy shit, it's right. Why don't I just sell RoboCop to free up space? Yes, it's terrible art. Oh, the sound is so good. You might know. Who did the sound on RoboCop? Whoever did the sound on RoboCop did a fantastic job on it. It's just... That's, you know, I'll say it time and time again. If you're gonna do fucking pinball machine, pay a good sound artist to make your game sound great, because it really makes the game. Like Like the sound needs to mirror the satisfaction of the shot. If you don't have that, then it's gonna fall flat. You know, you're paying a designer to make the shots flow, but if it doesn't sound right along with the feel, then you know you're missing out on a dynamic that should be there. Scott Stevens. Interesting. I've never heard of them.
Survive battle with Mars.
Yeah. Yes, a good spinner sound, absolutely. Which is this. If I could freaking hit them, this has one of the best spinner sounds I think in pinball, and I love how it has the dual sound, so a lit versus unlit. I love how they did that. So let me get a hold of this ball and try to hit the spinner for you. All right, get up there. All right, here we go. All right, so that is a lit spinner. Let me do an unlit one. Need to nail it. That's an unlit one. Yeah, the lit ones are deeper. As soon as you touch it, though, as soon as you touch the lit spinner, it's done. So let me see if I can nail this thing. It's probably as good as I can nail it. Let me try and nail an unlit one. Ooh. Mean. What's Stargazer so different, or oh, okay. You didn't see one of these when you were traveling? You mean in arcades? You probably won't. Arcades, it's few and far between that any arcade is going to have anything lower or like older than like a System 11 anymore. Unfortunately, it's all Stern and WPC games. Oldest, yeah, maybe System 11. You rarely ever see early solid state, and almost never see EMs anymore. Just because, you know, they're not, older games are less and less reliable, and less people know how to work on them. I would argue that less and less people know how to work on pinball in general, which is why you see more new Sterns out on location than anything. It is really cool when you do go to a location and they got something other than brand new Stern. You went to a bunch of museums. Nice. Warlock. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Warlock. That's Williams. Which museums did you go to? Yeah, not too many games at 3 spinners. Blackout. Blackout at 3. Ooh, that was mean. I think that's the reason that this is one of the games. The reason why Keith Elwin wanted to put 3 spinners in Godzilla. He loves older games like this. Although I gotta adjust that one on the left, I can see it's not quite right. Believe it or not, I have 3 different, they look the same. I have 3 different manufacturers of spinner in this game. One is an original early Stern spinner, which is, in my opinion, has the best spin to it. Another one is a Williams spinner, and then the third one is a Brunswick spinner. I made decals so they all look the same. Ooh, he. Oh, I missed some chat. Gotta fix it. Oh, okay. Hang on. Yes, blackout. Roanoke, yes. Pinball Palace in Brunswick, okay. Yeah, Nick Shell's a good friend. Known him for years. Ever since he did the electrical, he taught me how to fix EM games early on, and yeah, that's how we became friends. And it was sort of that tour that he did was sort of his resume and exploration, and how he landed that job in Roanoke. So he really kind of pioneered his own path to, make a career in pinball his own way. Really cool. Yeah, that sounds about right. If he's showing you how he fixed it, he's like a teacher. He loves to teach how these things work, which is great. He's got a great personality for that. I think he does classes there for like locals that want to learn. Tilted. Do I own a Frontier? No, I don't. I've had some opportunities to get one, but sometimes it all kind of depends on the situation. You know, how far away is it? How much they want for it? All that stuff. So I feel like the Frontiers that have presented themselves were either not convenient enough or I don't know, for whatever reason. I would definitely not shy away from getting one if it presented itself in a way that made sense. I take it you own one? Oh, that's awesome. That they're willing to talk to you about how they run the business. It's fascinating to me as well how you position things, how you advertise. You know, I think to the general public, pinball is still I mean, people know what it is, but the vast majority of people are not like head over heels crazy about it, and it's more like a novelty to go out and play, and it's neat when you can go to a walkable city and kind of see the sights and do the fun things, which makes sense for Roanoke because it's very much like that. Yeah, I don't think everybody is going to get hooked. You know, not everybody catches that bug, and I think there's still, everybody has different levels of like how they want to interact with it, if they want to at all. It can be very casual, like this is just something that I do for a casual, night out with friends. They might get involved with competitive pinball and just, not own any games at home or anything like that. But, enjoy it how you want to enjoy it. That's what's nice about it. I feel like every major city has at least one or two pinball centric places that you can go in and try it out. But that is a fun thing when you're traveling around. I do the same thing whenever I'm out and about in a different city. I try to hit up the different pin bars and stuff just to see what's unique. I don't, if I can try to find something that's not like all new Stearns, I try to do that. Like one really good one I went to was in Nashville. It's the Game Terminal. That one was really good. It had new Stearns and stuff, but it also, like, it was a wide range, nice mix of stuff. Probably some of the most pins I've seen. And if you ever get a chance to go to Rob Burke's place, that's in not Youngstown, but it's right by there. Girard, Ohio. It's not close by anything. Cleveland, I think, is the closest place. I don't know. I was passing through there. It wasn't even open at the time when we passed through, and we didn't count for time to stop, so it's all right. But going to a pinball show is also a really good opportunity to try out lots of different stuff. If you're most I don't know. There's some pretty big ones. There's a big show in the Northeast. There's a few shows in the Midwest. Texas has a big show. California has big shows. Northwest has a big show. So, yeah, lots of great spots in Pennsylvania for sure. Oh, Free Play Florida. Yeah. Yeah, there's that, and I think they have a is it IAPA? I think it's IAPA. It's like a amusement something, like it's got, big roller coaster ride things, all kinds of stuff. But it's like right by Free Play Florida, and I think you can just do like a guest to go into that. But it's not, it's everything amusement. So I would highly encourage you to go and check that out too. It's more of an industry show, but I think you can do like a guest pass thing. My league, was that a place? Machines, I forgot how. Oh, you picked up a Pharaoh, nice. Yeah, I had a Pharaoh for many years. I like that game. One early Williams game right now, Solar Fire. The only non-talking of the upper playfield Williams games, but still very fun nonetheless. Holy moly! Believe it or not, I think that might be the See, I don't remember. I don't remember which spinner is which anymore. I want to say that one is the... That one might be the Williams spinner. But it's probably just the way in which I hit it. I don't know, it just spins too nice. Maybe that's the Stern one. And that one over there is probably the piece of shit Brunswick. That one. The reason I say it's a piece of shit is the wire is thinner because it'll bend easier, but it still does work pretty well. As long as the wire isn't all out of whack. Oh, is Free Play Florida all scrunched together? Yeah, no problem. I feel like, so, that, how did that work? Someone had a bracket out there that they're selling, and I kind of felt like, you know, there's obviously a problem that Spooky wasn't addressing. They're not coming out and saying like, hey, we got a problem, and like, hey, we're gonna send out all these things to all this, Scooby people. But so they didn't own up to it and send stuff out to people. And so I was like, well, you know what, I can look at this thing, measure it with some calipers, and make my own freaking bracket. So that's what I did. I'm like, alright, if you got a printer, there you go. Just so I didn't have to like print stuff out for people and send it out. But then as soon as I did that, somebody else went and grabbed the file, and then they were selling it for like, cheaper than what the other dude was selling. Like, well, I could have done that. It's supposed to be free for people. Like, alright, whatever. But hopefully people get some use out of it, and it fixes their problem. That was the intention, just trying to get people's games to work better. Alright, I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna call it quits. So we'll do Pirates another night. Well, I learned my lesson because I did a custom post for Looney Tunes and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That one I didn't post on Thingiverse because the exact same thing would happen. And it's, I'm not making tons of money on this thing. I'm not going crazy with it. I'm charging $5 for it. And then there's fees. So you got fees to sell things on Pinside. You have fees to use the Stripe account that they make you use. And then, of course, you have the shipping cost. So everybody's got their finger in the pie for selling stuff, which is why a lot of people, when they have like a Pinside store, they'll put like, oh, but here's my website over here. You can go over to that, and like then they avoid some of those fees. It's not a ton, but I guess if you were selling like higher priced items, I think they'd probably take more fees. But I don't know. It's just a racket. Well, not the best game to end on, but 24 hours. Oh, the new pin phrase. It's what did you say? Something Haggis signing off. Haggis signing off. Is that what it was? All right. Well, anyway, thank you for joining the impromptu stream. I normally do Fridays at 7, but you know, ended up jacking up my shoulder, and it was not a good day. Not a good day. Thursday and Friday, very painful. It's much better now, but just got to take it easy, and definitely can't do like big moves. Shaking the machine, but anyway, I think, yeah, I'll be back next week. Stop by Friday at 7. We're gonna stream the new Pirates of the Caribbean that I got, and when I say new, this thing is like brand spanking new. It is probably the most pristine of, you know, what was it? It came out in 2006. Like, the people that I bought it from never played this game. It doesn't have a mark on it. It's crazy. So, super excited to share that with you guys. And anyway, without further ado, we'll check it out next Friday. So, see ya. Have a good rest of your weekend.